Our journey through time begins thousands of years ago as the last ice age loosened its grip on the British Isles. The landscape was dramatically transformed as the glaciers receded, revealing a land of untamed beauty and potential. The receding glaciers paved the way for the arrival of early humans, nomadic hunter-gatherers who crossed the land bridge that once connected Britain to mainland Europe. These early settlers were resilient and resourceful, adapting to the harsh conditions of their new environment. These intrepid pioneers adapted to the changing environment, hunting animals like deer and aurochs and foraging for sustenance. They developed tools and techniques that allowed them to thrive in the dense forests and open plains of ancient Britain. As the climate grew warmer, a new way of life emerged: agriculture. This shift from a nomadic lifestyle to settled farming communities marked a significant turning point in human history. Around 4000 BC, the Neolithic Revolution reached Britain, bringing with it the knowledge of farming and the domestication of animals. This revolution was not just about growing crops and raising livestock, it was about transforming the very fabric of society. This marked a turning point in British prehistory, leading to permanent settlements and the development of distinct cultures. Villages began to dot the landscape, each with its own unique customs and traditions. Evidence of this transformative era can still be seen today, most notably at Stonehenge. This ancient monument stands as a silent witness to the ingenuity and determination of our ancestors. This iconic monument, with its massive standing stones arranged in a circular pattern, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and architectural prowess of Neolithic Britons. The construction of Stonehenge required not only advanced engineering skills, but also a deep understanding of the natural world. The exact purpose of Stonehenge remains a mystery, but its alignment with the solstices suggests a connection to the heavens and the changing seasons. It may have served as a ceremonial site, a place of worship, or even an ancient astronomical observatory. Another remarkable Neolithic site is Avebury, located in Wiltshire. This vast complex of standing stones and earthen henges is one of the most impressive prehistoric sites in Europe. Avebury boasts the largest prehistoric stone circle in the world, encompassing a vast area that once included avenues lined with standing stones and earthen henges. The sheer scale of Avebury is a testament to the organizational skills and communal effort of its builders. These enigmatic structures hint at a complex society with a deep reverence for the natural world and a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. The alignment of these stones with celestial events suggests that the people of Neolithic Britain had a profound connection to the cosmos, using the stars to guide their agricultural and ceremonial practices. Around 800 BC, a new wave of cultural influence swept across Britain: the Iron Age. Celtic tribes originating from mainland Europe migrated across the English Channel, bringing with them advanced metalworking techniques and a distinctive cultural identity. The Celts were skilled warriors and craftsmen, introducing iron tools and weapons that revolutionized warfare and agriculture. Celtic society was organized into tribes, each led by a chieftain. These tribes often engaged in warfare with each other, vying for control of territory and resources. Despite their warlike tendencies, the Celts were also skilled artisans and traders. They established complex trade networks, exchanging goods such as metals, textiles, and pottery with other parts of Europe. The Celts were deeply spiritual people, their beliefs intertwined with the natural world. They worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, often associating them with natural phenomena like thunder, rivers, and forests. Druids, the priestly class within Celtic society, held significant power and influence. They acted as intermediaries between the gods and the people, conducting religious ceremonies and preserving oral traditions and knowledge. In 55 BC, Julius Caesar, the ambitious Roman general, led 2 expeditions to Britain. These expeditions were part of his broader campaign to expand the Roman Empire and demonstrate his military prowess. Caesar's ventures into Britain were driven by a mix of curiosity, the desire for glory, and the strategic aim of securing the Roman Empire's northwestern frontier. While these incursions were brief and ultimately unsuccessful in conquering the island, they provided valuable reconnaissance and insight into the land and its people. Caesar's accounts of Britain, though sometimes exaggerated, offered the Romans a glimpse into the rich resources and potential of the island. They marked the beginning of Roman interest in the region. The interactions between the Romans and the Britons during these early expeditions laid the groundwork for future Roman endeavors in Britain. The Romans were intrigued by the island's unique culture, its tribal societies, and its strategic importance. Nearly a century later, in 43 AD, Emperor Claudius ordered a full-scale invasion of Britain. This decision was motivated by a combination of political ambition and the desire to secure his legacy as a successful ruler. Claudius sought to achieve what Caesar had not, the complete subjugation of Britain. The Roman legions, under the command of Aulus Plautius, faced fierce resistance from the native Britons. The Britons, led by their tribal chieftains, were determined to defend their homeland from the invaders. The battles were intense and brutal, showcasing the resilience and bravery of the Britons. However, the Romans were a formidable military force, renowned for their discipline, organization, and superior weaponry. Their well-trained legions, advanced tactics, and engineering skills gave them a significant advantage over the Britons. The Romans' ability to build fortifications and supply lines ensured their sustained presence in hostile territory. After years of campaigning, the Romans gradually subdued most of southern and central Britain, establishing their authority over the region. The conquest was not just a series of battles, but a prolonged effort to integrate Britain into the Roman Empire. The Romans established military outposts, built roads, and introduced Roman law and governance. The Roman conquest had a profound impact on Britain. It brought about significant changes in the social, economic, and cultural landscape of the island. The introduction of Roman architecture, language, and customs began to transform British society. They established Londinium, a trading settlement that would later become the bustling metropolis of London. Londinium quickly grew into a vital commercial hub, attracting merchants and settlers from across the Roman Empire. The city's strategic location on the River Thames facilitated trade and communication. The Romans brought with them their advanced engineering skills, constructing a network of roads, aqueducts, and public baths that transformed the infrastructure of Britain. These innovations improved connectivity, sanitation, and overall quality of life for the inhabitants of Roman Britain. Hadrian's Wall, a massive fortification built across northern England, stood as a testament to Roman power and a testament to their determination to secure their borders. This monumental structure not only served as a defensive barrier, but also symbolized the extent of Roman influence and their commitment to maintaining control over their empire's farthest reaches. By the 4th century AD, the Roman Empire was in decline, facing internal strife and external threats. The once mighty empire, which had stretched across vast territories, was now struggling to maintain its borders and control over its provinces. Economic troubles, political corruption, and military defeats were eroding the foundations of Roman power. In 410 AD, the Roman legions were withdrawn from Britain, leaving the island vulnerable to invasion. The departure of the Roman military marked the end of an era, as the once protected province was now exposed to the threats from various groups. The Roman infrastructure, including roads, forts, and towns, began to fall into disrepair without the support of the empire. Into this power vacuum stepped the Anglo-Saxons, Germanic tribes from northern Europe who had been raiding the coast of Britain for centuries. These tribes, including the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, saw an opportunity to settle in the fertile lands of Britain. Their arrival was not a single event, but a series of migrations and invasions that spanned several decades. The Anglo-Saxons, consisting of Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, established a series of kingdoms across England, gradually displacing or assimilating the native Britons. These new settlers brought with them their own social structures, laws, and customs, which began to shape the emerging English culture. The process of settlement was often violent, with battles and skirmishes between the Anglo-Saxons and the native Britons. These kingdoms, including Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria, would lay the foundation for the future Kingdom of England. Each kingdom had its own rulers and political systems, but over time they began to interact and form alliances. The shifting power dynamics among these kingdoms played a crucial role in the development of a unified English identity. The Anglo-Saxons brought with them their own language, culture, and traditions, which would have a lasting impact on English identity. Their language, Old English, became the dominant language of the region and laid the foundation for the modern English language. The cultural practices and artistic expressions of the Anglo-Saxons also influenced the development of English art, literature, and societal norms. Christianity, which had been introduced to Britain during the Roman period, began to spread more widely during the Anglo-Saxon era. The new rulers initially practiced their traditional pagan religions, but over time many converted to Christianity. This religious transformation was facilitated by the efforts of missionaries and the establishment of Christian communities. Missionaries from Rome and Ireland played a crucial role in converting the Anglo-Saxon kings and their subjects. Figures such as St. Augustine of Canterbury and St. Patrick were instrumental in spreading the Christian faith. The conversion of the kings often led to the conversion of their subjects, as the rulers' support for Christianity helped to legitimize and promote the new religion. The adoption of Christianity had a profound impact on Anglo-Saxon society, fostering the development of monasteries, which became centers of learning and literacy. These monasteries preserved and copied important texts, contributing to the intellectual and cultural growth of the region. The Christianization of the Anglo-Saxons also led to the construction of churches and the integration of Christian values into everyday life.